Golf is one of the most popular sports in the world. This game is played individually or in groups. The game was first played in the Netherlands and Scotland. This sport is still extremely popular in those countries. To win this game, the ball must be thrown into the hole with the least number of strokes. You need a clear turf to play this game. Athletes are also provided with a specialized vehicle to cross the grass. It carries the equipment needed to engage in this sport.
Rugby union is a popular sport around the world, played by male and female players of all ages. In 2014, there were more than 6 million people playing worldwide, of whom 2.36 million were registered players. World Rugby, previously called the International Rugby Football Board, and the International Rugby Board has been the governing body for rugby union since 1886, and currently has 101 countries as full members and 18 associate members. Rugby union, widely known simply as rugby, is a full-contact team sport that originated in England in the first half of the 19th century. One of the two codes of rugby football, it is based on running with the ball in hand. In its most common form, a game is played between two teams of 15 players using an oval-shaped ball on a rectangular field called a pitch. The field has H-shaped goalposts at both ends.
Table tennis is a simple sport that can be played in a very small space. This game requires only 2 players. To win this game, one player must score more points than the other. Ancient books state that the sport began with the 1988 Olympics. However, it is said that the game was played during the reign of Queen Victoria in the 1880s. Baseball is a very simple sport that can be played in many countries. 9 players are essential to play this game. In this case, one team defends the field and one member of the opposing team bats. The game proceeds when a player on the fielding team, called the pitcher, throws a ball in which a player on the batting team tries to hit with a bat. To win a game, you must outscore your opposition through the 9 innings played. The team with the most points after 9 innings is deemed the winner. In the event of a tie, extra innings are played until a winner has been concluded. Tennis is one of the most popular sports in the world. The ball used here is somewhat similar to a cricket ball made of rubber, and also, this ball is made of wool all around. Tennis originally was known as lawn tennis, and formerly still is in Britain, because it was played on grass courts by Victorian gentlemen and ladies. The modern game of tennis is played by millions in clubs and on public courts. Field hockey, also called hockey, an outdoor game played by 2 opposing teams, of 11 players. Each who use sticks curved at the striking end to hit a small, hard ball into their opponent's goal. It is called field hockey to distinguish it from the similar game played on ice. Hockey is believed to date from the earliest civilizations. The Arabs, Greeks, Persians, and Romans each had their own versions, and traces of a stick game played by the Aztec Indians of South America have been found. Volleyball is a simple sport that can be played by any person. This sport is the national sport of Sri Lanka. Each team needs 6 players to play this game. That means all 12 players are needed for this game. To win a game, a team must score 25 points with a 2-point difference. If they're too closely matched, the game can continue over the 25-point maximum. On the final deciding game of the match, it's only played until 15 points, but the 2-point difference still applies. The players use their hands to bat a ball back and forth over a high net, trying to make the ball touch the court within the opponent's playing area, before it can be returned. To prevent this, a player on the opposing team bats the ball up and toward a teammate before it touches the court surface. The teammate may then volley it back across the net, or bat it to a third teammate, who volleys it across the net. Basketball. Game played between two teams of 5 players, each on a rectangular court, usually indoors. Each team tries to score by tossing the ball through the opponent's goal, an elevated horizontal hoop and net called a basket. To win this game, each team should score more points. Finally, more score point team will win this match. Basketball requires a lot of space to play. It is sufficient to have at least a smaller room for that. Cricket is a very popular sport in South Asia as well as in Europe. There are only a few countries that play this sport internationally. The game is extremely popular in India and Sri Lanka. Each team needs 11 players to play cricket. Although the sport is the national sport of Australia, it was introduced to the world by England. The game is played internationally in England, Australia, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, West Indies, South Africa, Bangladesh and Afghanistan, etc. Football is the most popular sport in the world. This game is popular all over the world because of its aggressiveness and fun. The aim of football is to score more goals than your opponent in a 90-minute playing time frame. The match is split up into 2 halves of 45 minutes. After the first 45 minutes, players will take a 15-minute rest period, called half-time. The second 45 minutes will resume, and any time deemed fit to be added on by the referee will be accordingly.